Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back for another match reaction after Liverpool absolutely wiped the floor with Chelsea Football Club. 4-1 winners at Anfield. Like, what? What? Oh, just what a fantastic game of football. We are really, really beginning to hit top gear now. I feel it was just a flawless performance all round, in my opinion. From minute one, we absolutely dominated the football match. Like Chelsea were camped in on the edge of the 18-yard box from literally the get-go, really, and they were like classic Chelsea tactics of old, of like stalling time and taking an age over goal kicks and free kicks, throw-ins, etc., etc. And it was never going to slow the Mighty Reds down, was it? I think, again, like I said, just absolutely dominant from the get-go. I thought Mako was brilliant tonight. Brilliant. Um, he's just, there was question marks over him in the sixth position, and he's more of an eight. He's more of an attacking player. He can't do the defensive work. Blah 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 blah. But I think tonight he showed what he's capable of in that six, and the six of old, like the days of Fabinho, going back in the old Chelsea days of like Makalele and players like that. I think those times are gone. Football's evolving, and I think Maka is the perfect representation of that in the six role. His passing is just outrageous. Um, I love. I mentioned it before in a previous video, but I love how he gets his body in between the man and the ball, and he's so smooth. And even when he's like tracking his man back, he's able to just like glide into that position, just utter his man off with his body, and regain the ball back. It's just sublime. I thought he was absolutely tremendous today. Really, really good performance by Maka. Um, Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley. Where do I start with the young man? He is absolutely just. We found another one. As simple as that. We have got another one. Um, and I just want to talk about him for a second, just like I did with Maka there. His passing range is just ridiculous. His ability on the ball is absolutely sensational. He remind like obviously there's going to be comparisons with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's in the right back position, but for me, he just reminds me so much of Robbo with the tenacity in his play and his aggression. He's up and down the flank like crazy. But then tonight, I'm thinking it's Trent Alexander all over it again. The crossfield balls, even little give and goes, little triangles that he creates. He's just absolutely um, superb. And again, if you want to talk about passing ability while we're on that subject, Alison Becker. I know everyone raves about Ederson, and rightfully so. He's a tremendous goalkeeper and tremendous with his feet as well. But Alison Becker, some of the passes he was coming off with tonight, he's taking the piss. He's getting pressed, and he's stinking little balls around the side. With the outside of his foot, and chipping balls over players' heads, and finding either Verge or Canate, or just absolutely sensational. If you wonder what I'm doing, by the way, there's just so much to talk about after tonight's game. I've made myself some notes because there's just so much positive to talk about. I don't want to miss anything. But another thing I do want to mention is the switch of play is always on, and the front three are interchangeable. So when you've got tonight you can have Darwin wide on the left, Diaz on the right, and then Jota through the middle. But then you've got Darwin popping up on the right, and then switching with Diaz, and then Jota's just all over the place as he is. So that out ball was always there, and Verge can this reaction video is all about passing by the signs of it, but Verge can hit those diagonal balls as well, and those long passes, and so I had the front three are interchanging all the time. I think that's a really sensational quality we've got. With our depth in attack is just second to none. 1-0. Diogo Jota. I absolutely love that man. He is absolutely sensational. Um, and again, it was the goal was like classic Jota. If you want like the blueprint of Diogo Jota, go and watch that goal because he's absolutely brilliant. He's an absolute goal machine, but he just lacks that finesse. It looks like he does everything untidily, but and this goal represents that perfectly. Like he managed sorry to sort of wiggle his way through the defenders, but it kind of the ball was like ricocheting and it was like bouncing off, and he managed to. I thought the ball had gone actually, and then he managed to get through, and then this is where you're seeing Jota the Slaughter. He absolutely had that killer instinct and just sent the keeper, give him the eyes, wrong way, bam, he's going to slot it the other way. Absolutely sensational. Um, I want to touch upon the centre backs. Kanate and the big man, Big Verge. Kanate was immense again. Um, Verge doing Verge things, just calm as you like. Just what what a man, what a man, what a player. Love him. He's a captain. Bradley, again, I touched on him earlier, but to see him get his first goal was just again unbelievable. Diaz slotted him through on the right. I don't know why he's got so much space and time. I think Sterling was the player that didn't actually track him back. And then you're thinking, is he going to cut back? Is he going to hold the ball up, try and allow other players to get into the game? Nah, he's going to get to the edge of the box and he is just going to smash one in the far bottom corner. It was an absolutely brilliant finish. It was not a finish of a right back, absolutely sensational. Um, just a couple of points as well. There's like I said, there's so much to talk about, but Jota's determination throughout the whole game. Another thing I love about him is you've just you think he's going to lose the ball, but he's just like a little pit bull. He just will not release that ball or won't give it up, and he's just a joy to watch, and he's a joy to have in your team. He really 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 is. Kurt Jones as well. I want to touch upon him. Absolutely just a top class player, and he just does not lose the ball. I thought about Kurt a lot going into this game, and he just proved himself again and again in this game. Like he just does not lose the football. He's so good at retaining possession. Like there's multiple times where I thought he's lost the ball here, or he's overplayed it, or he's overran it, held on to it too long, and he just keeps the ball, and he just might like nick one around the edge, or he might just skim a man, and he's brilliant. I love Curtis, I really do. Um, and then 3-0, Verge with one of his classic massive diagonal balls to Bradley, who just whips a delicious ball in. Again, he's just, I can't say any more superlatives about the young man. He got man of the match tonight as well, and rightfully so. And then Sobo, Dom Szoboszlai in there with a header to get a goal, which is important for him on his, obviously, just working his way back to full fitness after injury. And then the fourth one, before I really delve a bit deeper into to Darwin, he just obviously couldn't get on the score sheet himself tonight, but he managed to get the assist for Diaz, who comes sliding in, popped down the fourth. At that point, it was Chelsea already pulled one back, which is disappointing. We want to keep a clean sheet, but yeah, fuck it, we don't talk about Chelsea. So yeah, 4-1, job done, brilliant. A couple more points just to touch on really. Darwin, he hit the post / bar 4 times tonight, which was apparently a Premier League record. I think he had like 11 or 12 shots all on, but I just love him. He's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant performance tonight, to be fair. He's an absolute nightmare to play against. He terrifies defences, and he was just an absolute live wire. He's everywhere. He's always creating things. He's always in the thick of things. So yeah, people can say what they want about Darwin, and he frustrates me at times as well. There's got to be a time where he does become more clinical, because he needs to start finishing these chances on a more consistent basis. Because to be fair, he's the first player before tonight to get to 10 goals and 10 assists in all competitions. So make of that what you will, But yeah, just a few more things to touch upon from the team as a whole in general tonight. I thought that our pressing game was absolutely exceptional. It was almost like we're back to the old of the Salah, Mane, Firmino, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Milner, Fabinho days, where we're just high intensity, high energy, high pressing, just all over the pitch, which we haven't really done that this season. But tonight our pressing game was absolutely phenomenal for the full 90 plus minutes. and our ball recovery time is just so good. We lose the ball, bam, we get it back so quickly. So that was so impressive tonight. Um, our transitions as well. So obviously, when we do win that ball back, bam, straight away. The thought is to always go forward, always to be progressive, always to find that ball in between the lines, the through balls, to set away the attack. So I thought that was tremendous tonight. Like I said, I'm running out of superlatives to describe this team tonight, and it just, the last point I want to make on the team in general is that it just looks like that. You know, like this season we're still in all four competitions, we're top of the league, blah 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 blah. But I don't think we've quite hit the heights of what we're capable yet. I think tonight we have. I think tonight we really have, and I think we're really beginning to get into that groove now, and that rhythm, which is so important, and into that real momentum now to hopefully carry us on to a very successful season. Good to see, obviously Trent, Robbo, along with Soboslai, obviously, who did come um, in the last game against Norwich, obviously off the bench, but to have them to get more minutes in their legs after a long injury. That was more for Rob anyway. I know Trent and Soboslai weren't out that long, but it's just we're getting players back. You know, there's Salah to come back from injury, Endo to come back from international duty. It's just looking good. We got youngsters. We got Bobby Clark come on tonight as well. Obviously, Bradley, I mentioned, is exceptional. Um, you know, just young talent, and what a better way to finish off with talking about Jurgen Klopp, which won't be able to do for much longer. But let's not even think about that right now. 200 Premier League wins for him in the second quickest time in the competition's history, which is just insanely impressive. Quicker than Ferguson, quicker than Wenger, quicker than Mourinho. So you know, a lot of love to the man. And he just, I think I speak for all Liverpool fans when I say that he just feels safe, doesn't he? Like, even if we've got a good team and we're playing well, to know that you've got Jurgen Klopp as the manager, it's just like a safe bet. Like, you know, it's just it's going to be so crap when he goes. But let's not think about that now. Let's look forward. All the positives. We beat Chelsea 4-1 at Anfield to go 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League again. Um, you know, Man City won. So, you know, the gap still remains 5, but you know, we can, all we can do is our job and keep winning football matches and just try and stay ahead of City and try and keep that pressure on them to try and catch us. So Arsenal away on Sunday, which is going to be another difficult game, of course, but we beat them at the Emirates a few weeks ago in the FA Cup. So who knows? Who knows? Fingers crossed for that one. But you know, it's Manchester City now that we got to keep the pressure on, as I mentioned. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, boss performance. Fantastic night for us, and yeah, up the mighty Reds.